This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe, anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again. Please, God, no. Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts. He wrote scripts. All right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 280. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake,
Yay, we're here. How's it going?
except for Jam.
That bastard.
Yeah, he scheduled other things.
What other things?
He's doing it. Elitist golfing again.
Well, he does that every Tuesday, but then he scheduled something afterwards.
Elitist drinking.
Probably.
That bastard. So we're here. The fabulous threesome. That didn't sound good.
Fabulous foursome.
Oh,
We had four.
Yeah, but, usually Jim always leaves early.
But if there's three of us, we're the triple threat.
Ooh, I like that. The
triple
triple threat. Triple threat. Anyways, we're here. We're a history podcast about all things pop culture. I can't back that up. But anyways, so Jeff, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
I like your shirt. It looks like I don't know. It looks like you have a tie on,
Oh my God, Jason.
but I guess that is
If
Dungeons and
you-
Dragons.
That's polyhedron dice.
It's supposed to be dice in the shape of a sword.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It looks
Would
like
you-
you have a tie.
Would you tell Brock Lesnar it looks like he's wearing a tie?
No, I would. Yes, I would.
Okay.
Yes, I would with his
Now,
giant
you
sword.
would tell Brock Lesnar it looks like he's got a giant penis tattoo on his chest.
I thought about getting a sword on my chest, too. I think about it. Then I realized I got to get a tattoo, like, permanent. That's not going to happen. So.
You can just get a fake one drawn on, a temporary tattoo or something.
Jeff, could you draw a tattoo on me?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, get a henna artist and
A henna artist?
henna. Well, you can get a henna artist.
If I get henna to draw anything, it's going to be something about Trump. I know. I don't want him coming in.
No, it'd be something anti-Trump.
No, that's true.
But no, you get a henna artist and it'll stay there for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and that way you can test it out
No, that's not going to
if
happen.
you want to keep it there or not.
No, I'm not going to do that. Sad news today.
There's a lot of sad news.
Doris Day passed away.
Yeah.
Look it up, kids. It's a sad day.
Cincinnati icon.
She is. She only had one kid.
National and Cincinnati icon, yes.
She only had one kid.
Yep.
Well, are you like now degrading someone because they chose to only have one child?
No. The sad news is that he passed away in 2004, 12.
Oh, her child did?
Yeah. Well, she's 90-something.
97 when she passed.
Yeah, so I think he was like 70-something. So, getting young. But, she said that was the love of her life. So that was nice. But, Sarah,
Okay, Sarah.
whatever will be, will be.
The future's not ours to see.
That's right. Do you think
Sarah.
You think anybody below our generation gets that?
Somebody does.
I hope so.
Somebody's seen, what was the movie?
I'm sure somebody put it
The
to
Man Who Knew Too Much.
Somebody put it to dubstep.
Dubstep? What's dubstep?
Those fancy musics that people listen to.
It's some dancings and stuff, or I don't know.
Who knows?
We're hitting it out of the ballpark right now early.
That would be cool to do like a hip hop remix of Que Sera, Sera.
Yeah.
Syrah, Syrah.
I'm surprised Kanye hasn't done that yet.
Oh, well, now you just ruined everything.
Or P Diddle Crunchy.
We don't mention Kanye's
Puffs.
name on this thing because he's associated to the family we do not talk about.
It's correct. But we
So-
shall not say their name, but we can say K. Anye.
K. Anye works.
Yeah.
K. Bitchy. We can do that. K. Bitchy.
I wouldn't call him bitchy.
No, not him. His wife.
Oh. She's actually done a lot for political activism in the past year.
I know, it's
I should
kinda
say
sad.
social activism and getting a lot of people released from jail.
Is she a social influencer?
And she passed the California equivalent of bar exam or something like that. So that shows you how well you
Equivalent
can
of
be.
a bar? Would that be the bar?
Yeah, the bar or whatever it is in
No.
California that allows you to do something lawyerly.
No. You messed up. She passed a bar that had attorneys in it. That was the
wait
thing.
a minute.
Yes, that was it.
Wait a minute, she did the attorneys in the bar.
Maybe that was it too.
And then recorded it, and we'll be able to download that for $29.95.
It does not star Ray J
I don't want to see that.
or J Ray.
J. Ray. And also sad news.
But that speaks to the volumes of what it's like to be able to practice law in the state of California.
Well, yeah, I could have told you that.
Mm-hmm.
And also sad news, too, because Tim Conway passed away today.
Yeah.
Tim Conway, great comedian.
Ensign Parker.
Dear God, he was the only good part of that movie.
Dear God, I don't even remember it.
It was about people sending letters by the post office. Oh, damn post office.
Didn't it have that old funny guy with the glasses and cigar in it?
That's Oh God, and that was George Burns.
No.
I think George Burns is still alive, right?
Yeah.
God. He was on Carol Burnett show.
Yeah.
That's where he gained the fame.
Ensign Pulver.
Yep. He is survived by his wife of 35 years, his stepdaughter, and 6 biological children and 2 granddaughters. Jeez, with 7 kids, you would think you would have more than 2 grandkids. Man.
Maybe they haven't started yet. Or maybe they chose to not reproduce on this terrible earth that we have.
Okay.
That's right.
Anyways. Yeah, so there you go. So, Breath of Silence.
And
Okay. What's that, Blake? Whatever your name is?
in our listener feedback, there's also, they brought to our attention Stacy's mom.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
It was great. I got that song on my iPod. We'll get to that, though. So, yeah, it was a sad day. I like Tim Conway.
You still have an iPod that you use?
Or, sorry, iPhone. Sorry, iPhone.
Well, there's your 3. Everything's in 3s.
Stacy's mom, Tim Conway, and Doris Day.
Yeah.
That seems like they all fit.
Yeah.
I'm sure other people died in the meantime. Some wrestler had to have
No,
died, right?
all the celebrities are safe at the moment. We hit our 3.
Until the next one dies, and 2 more are going.
That's right.
And yet, Kevin James is alive. Anyways, we have a special guest this week. Agent Coulson is down there. Clark Gregg is here. So,
Or at least a picture of him.
he's going to be talking later.
Hi, I'm Clark Gregg. I got signed an autograph for Hobie.
You know, if we had the ability, we could take one of your guys' mouths,
And just put it on him.
and
Quo Vadinus.
and that would be our only visual for the YouTube channel.
Just Clark Gregg. A picture of him. We do want to thank Andrew for the autograph from Hobie last week. Andrew's there.
The man that runs the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
That's right. Andrew, not Andy, as opposed to that Blake may say. How do you feel after you got swatted down by Andrew last week? Do you feel okay?
What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
I
whatever.
don't recall being swatted down.
Oh, you got swatted down. You should go back and listen to
I
last
remember
week's
being
episode.
lifted up in regards to my opinion of certain movies,
Yeah.
in which you told him not to encourage me.
Oh, that's true. That is true. So, you got...
Selective memory. You got to like it.
You know me long enough. Okay, guys, I'll let you get going. Game of Thrones, what did you think?
There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. Some of it good.
Some of it, meh. I mean, I know that Dr. Bednar would like to come on next week post Game of Thrones finale.
Oh, could he?
Yeah, but there was a lot of stuff going on. But I mean, that's kind of what happens when you got to squeeze a whole bunch of shit into 6 episodes.
See, that's the biggest problem is they didn't have to. They controlled how many episodes they fucking made.
They could have just made 10 and tried to stretch some things out. I mean, the big complaint is the writing for this series, and I kind of understand the criticism, but then I also understand the fact that they're like, well, we got to finish this up. We got to wrap this up. But yeah, they could have done 10 or 12 episodes to make it more enjoyable for people. But, a lot of people are complaining and bitching about the episodes, but they're actually doing a lot of good jobs of parallelism to things that have happened in the past 7 years, like certain situations and people and things being said. And
But you said they're doing a good job? I think that's just lazy writing. Just say, oh, yeah, that's a reference from the first season. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, but how many people catch those?
Enough.
Like what one from last episode? Not to put you on the spot.
I don't know. I wasn't taking notes saying, that was...
There you
I'm
go.
sure I caught it when it happened.
Yeah, well, no. Not after it's been brought to your attention, probably go, oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, well, you tell me what I didn't get.
There's several.
Well, tell me.
One of them could be where Jamie and Cersei reunite. It was in the same place where they departed the last time. And then, and by the way, they had another stupid gaffe of all of a sudden Jamie's golden hand disappeared.
Well, that was just a publicity still. That wasn't in the episode.
That was the publicity still. But you see him doing the rehearsals and holding her head with his regular hand. And also, I did find it pretty funny. Jamie's trying to get into the gates of King's Landing. He's like waving his golden hand above everybody.
I'm the golden hand guy.
Hey,
she wants me here.
Soldier, look at me. I have a golden hand.
Did the guy in the castle go, we already got one?
That's right. And they close the doors.
We already got one.
Thanks. We already got one.
Yes. Okay.
Does it help?
Or the green fire. You caught the green fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's reference to
the fact that the Mad King had stashes of wildfire throughout the city.
Yes, correct. So I had to point that out to some people.
Does it help that? And again, I'm not mocking, but
that and the visions of her and Karth in the throne room.
Yeah.
And also Bran's visions when he touches the tree.
Does it?
He touches a tree, Jason.
Ooh, is it an ent?
No. This one wasn't walking.
Does it help?
But it had a face.
It did.
Does it help that it's an hour and a half long episodes, or is it still tight?
I don't think it was an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was like 120, but it was longer than most. But no, it didn't help because all that meant was they probably just threw in more action and destruction stuff, and
okay,
it's been my problem for the last 2.5, 3 seasons. Was they just seem to completely lost their way, so that's all they're doing is hurriedly connecting the dots.
Fast-forwarding.
We need to be from here to here, and instead of taking the trip, they just go from here to here.
So.
Yeah.
As a series,
are
you? Do you minus the last episode? Obviously, that can change. That can.
Yeah.
Do you still like the series?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Has the whole journey been worth it?
The whole journey
from the first season to now.
If you're looking at it from the Gestalt perspective, yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, people do have issues with some of the storylines in some of the episodes, and especially within the past 2 seasons. But
as a whole, though.
See, the thing is, I wish they would take their time and make it play out, but I understand there's contractual obligations. Actors get tired of doing the same roles, even though they're getting filthy rich off of it. And I understand that they have to fast forward a lot, because you think there's a lot of plot lines in Game of Thrones, HBO. He's got double that in the goddamn books.
More than double.
Yeah, I mean, holy crap. And it is kind of funny. I did see a quote from Martin saying, well, if they really wanted to wrap it up correctly, they'd have to make like another 3 to 4 seasons.
Oh, yeah.
Which I would agree, which would build to, I think, a lot of the character decisions that a lot of, the characters are making. And they're just fast forwarding it. Instead of going through the gears, they're just going from 1st to 5th.
Why do you think
you're like, what the fuck?
Why do you think they ended it this year?
I mean, the story is running out.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think they could have done better with a regular sized season, but I don't think the writers are capable enough to figure out how to connect the dots.
Well, yeah.
They need a ghostwriter.
Yeah, they need a ghostwriter. They need Jeff.
They need Bill Cosby.
I'm not saying I'm.
But we probably could do as good a job. But we've played enough D&D. We could do this.
Yeah.
No, I think it has to do with like a lot of contractual obligations of the main actors.
Yeah, that's true. They would have probably lost actors if they
because they all get 7 years usually is the norm. 7-year contracts.
And you see how people treat series and episodes and characters and actors when they replace very popular characters with another person. It doesn't go off very well.
Yeah. Well, no, they have replaced characters mid-run in this story already.
They have done a few. They've done what's his Daenerys's
Dario Naharis.
Dario.
That was the most egregious.
Yeah.
They went from some long blonde-haired chiseled feature to like a brown hair, round faced guy, and it's
why?
Like, I don't know. There was no explanation as to why.
They didn't even look alike.
No, they look nothing alike.
No.
They kind of had to reintroduce the character in the first scene of whatever season that was.
It was like a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Oh, here's your new aunt.
Yeah.
We're not even going to acknowledge it.
Yeah, and at a certain point, the actors know that they carry the negotiation weight.
Mm-hmm.
So there. I think another thing is HBO is probably trying to cut their losses on how much they're going to have to pay all those folk.
But they got 3 spinoffs coming.
It doesn't. Yeah, but who cares? It doesn't include any of the characters we know and love now.
Would you watch the spinoffs?
Yes.
I'll give them
I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I'll give it a chance.
I was just wondering.
I may or may not like it,
but
as long as they're not like Fire and Blood, where it's lazy writing.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We know you don't.
Sorry.
But there's a lot of stuff.
Your opinion on what Danny did during the episode, and then the people's reaction, the viewers' reaction to said.
True. I do like the good thing is there were a lot of memes born out of this episode. A lot of funny ones, especially the Muppet with the sideways glance with the eyes. Like all those people who named their daughter Khaleesi. But it's been hinted at several times building up through the years.
She did exactly what she said she was going to do season 2.
That's correct. She said that's what she was going to do.
Said, I'm going back to the land of my birth with my dragons. We are going to kill those who took what was mine and burn cities to the ground.
Correct.
Is that what she did?
And that's what she did.
That's what she did. And, one city.
But she might not be done.
And she may not be done. Yeah, and the fact is that, they fast forwarded her transformation story. Because as soon as the season started, the way they had her acting, I'm like, they're going to make her to be a bad guy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
we talked about this several weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. I personally thought they aren't going to do it because they are hinting at it so hard. Mm-hmm. I'm like, they're wanting us to believe she's going to turn bad just, as a red herring.
Yeah.
And then when she did turn bad, I'm like,
yep,
they actually did it.
Yeah.
But then everybody's saying, they gave no indication that she would do that at all. I'm like, what have you been watching?
Yeah, they have. It's been hinted at several times. And the fact that, they've been hinting at it, especially within the past couple episodes with Jon Snow.
Oh, yeah.
And she even says, I have nobody loves me here.
Yeah.
Like when she freed Mir or whatever, I forget what
Marine.
she said. Marine. They loved me. I surrounded the city and they overthrew the captors and they love me, break her chains. And, she's like, I have no love here. I have to rule by fear. And, when she was up there and she was listening to the bells ring and Tyrion, that poor sucker. I mean, he still believes in the best of people, unfortunately. And, he's like, oh, thank goodness the bells are ringing. And she's up there and you see on her face. I would have liked to draw that out a little bit. But, they went real quick with her face going and take off. But I kind
of thought that scene was drawn out. I'm like, okay.
Really?
We're waiting.
Are you thinking
we're waiting. We're still waiting. Now she's going.
Yeah. Or if she was like flying around thinking about it and then go ahead and do it, or whatever. But still,
although I have to say, Dragon's breath is a lot more destructive than even I thought it would have been.
True, and the scorpions weren't as dangerous this time around.
No.
Yeah.
Well, apparently she fooled them because she flew in from behind the sun, so they couldn't see her.
Which is a good tactic.
Great
and
tactic.
She stayed low because you don't know how far down these things can tip.
Yep.
And then going up, you still have to run. But still, like, nobody got a shot off. I mean, there may have been one.
No, I mean, yeah. They did show an arrow go and go nowhere. As I saw someone point out, it's like, God, these people must suck because they've got better equipment and better training. Braun had never shot one thing and at least got a hit on the dragon.
Unlucky. He rolled a 20. But the other thing is that you did see a lot of matchups that you wanted to see, and you haven't seen matchups that you were still hoping to see. The Hounds with his kind of reenacting his conversation with Sansa in the back. Look at me.
Yeah.
You stay here, blah, blah, blah. This is what's going to happen to you, da-da-da-da, if you don't come with me. And then doing the same thing with Arya, and Arya has that moment, and he's like, good.
See, that scene fell flat for me, too. That didn't sound like a good enough speech to stop Arya on her vindictive rampage.
Yeah, I understand it, but they had to speed it up. You had to get to Clegane Bowl.
Yeah.
Caligula?
No, Clegane Bowl.
Arya spent however long it took them. Apparently, it took them a long
8
fucking
seasons.
time. Well, no, just from last
movie?
episode.
Yeah.
To get from Winterfell when Arya and the Hound left Winterfell before all the soldiers.
That's right.
The two of them on horseback.
Well, they kind of got there at the same time.
Got beat by an army of soldiers marching.
Yeah, they took a wrong turn.
Yeah, 4 or 5 wrong turns. I'm like,
took a wrong turn
I'm like,
out.
the army's here. So I'm like, sweet. That means Arya's probably already hidden within the Red Keep somewhere. Oh no! Then she rides in with. I'm like, where the fuck have you been? They would have passed you on the road. I mean, did they stay with Hot Pie for a week?
Maybe she was hanging out with Captain Marvel in Endgame.
Maybe they had to stop.
At least Captain Marvel went somewhere.
We don't know where, but somewhere.
Yeah,
maybe they took a detour to Storm's End. Gendry.
I do have
could be.
Hold on, I do have a question from Pam.
Okay.
Game of Thrones. Do you think Jaime and Xerxes are really dead?
Yes.
Yes.
I think Jon is going to kill Dany and end up king, even though he doesn't want it. I even kind of think it could be Tyrion to kill her, but I believe she's going to die for what she did.
Oh, Dany's definitely dying.
I think.
Well, I think it's Arya.
I'm not going to put anything back about it, but Arya does do the symbolic rite of death on a white horse out of the city. So
let's
and they
beat that over your head.
They beat
Was it
that
glue?
dead horse. I mean, they beat that horse. Yeah. So I'm thinking Arya, with her experiences in getting out of the city and seeing all the pain and suffering, I think she's going to at least try to kill Daenerys.
Arya is at least going to be the representative of the people who got killed in the city because she was with them trying to get out.
Yes.
My biggest problem is, and I know it probably wouldn't have saved many lives, but why the fuck were people in the streets, non-soldiers, in the streets of the city?
Because everybody that was living outside of the city was getting into the city.
Yeah, why wasn't everybody hiding?
They didn't have a chance yet. They were still closing the doors when the attack started.
That was the doors to the Red Keep. I'm talking about just in the city.
Doors, I think it was doors. No, that was the doors to King's Landing.
No, that was the doors to the Red
gates.
Keep. Where Jaime got locked out of? That was to the Red Keep. He already got through the doors to the city.
Yeah, but he had to leave the city to go to the thing with the secret dinghy with the water by the bay.
I think he was still technically somewhere within
catacombs.
the city in the secret. And those are the pretty shitty secret doors.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Did
like,
they have a sign above them that says secret doors?
Almost.
Okay. Don't go here.
Yeah.
So
the city was overflowing with civilians because everybody that lived outside of King's Landing was running into the city for protection.
Yeah, that was the stupidest thing they could have done.
Well, that was part of Cersei's plan. No, open the gates, let everybody in.
Well,
so
she said we're opening the Red Keep to them,
Mm-hmm.
meaning the peasants in the city are coming into the Red Keep. But I mean, the people who are in the city, why are you out of your house? Why don't you hide in someone's,
basement?
If you got a basement, fucking hide there. I mean, there's a fucking war coming. Why are you walking down the middle of the fucking street?
Why do people always enter the gates of hell?
The knockers.
See, same thing. So next week is the series finale.
Yes.
Dr. Bednar wants to come on, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. I would love to sit through a
But yeah. But 45-minute
synopsis.
so
it'll be an hour and a half.
I thought, well, the Euron Greyjoy and the Jaime battle was kind
Stupid.
of unexpected.
Kind of stupid, too.
It was kind of,
It was kind of, oh, hey, we got all these great matchups we wanted to see from the beginning, like the Clegane Bowl.
Yes, we
and
didn't see all the matches that we
and
wanted
Euron
to see.
and Jaime.
I almost
Yay.
I almost thought Grey Worm and Jon Snow were going to go at
Oh,
it.
they will next week.
You think so?
I think so.
And I think even though Davos is a smuggler dude, he's still one of the most honorable people in Westeros too. I don't think I don't see Davos going with this.
Oh no, Davos is with John right now.
Yeah.
Another problem I had, the army is storming through into the city.
Yeah.
As being led by Grey Worm, John, and Davos.
Yeah.
Why the hell is Davos leading a charge when he is an admitted terrible fighter and an old advisor?
Well, isn't he kind of like Jon Snow's hand?
Yeah, he should have been hanging back with Tyrion, the Queen's hand, and at the back of it. Why the hell why is he leading? I mean,
he's not leading. He's with Jon Snow. Snow is leading.
The three of them were shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
And I'm saying Davos is the last person I would want leading a charge.
He's Jon's left-hand man.
Yeah, sure.
He is. That's the way you look at it.
No, so you're going to take, so the generals go and fight the battles.
Davos has a lot of experience.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He flat out said he doesn't.
He says he doesn't know how he survived all those battles, but he's been through them all, so he still has experience. And he knows,
his
and he
ship
knows
blew
King's
up.
Landing. He knows a lot about
people who know King's Landing. Why the
King's
hell?
Landing and the smuggling.
Yeah, why didn't they smuggle in an assassin into the keep weeks ago? I don't understand this.
Well, because Arya took a wrong turn at Storm's End.
Apparently. I mean, if everybody who knew Varys knew these tunnels inside and out. You can't tell me he couldn't have gotten people in to kill Cersei.
Who do you think Varys was sending the messages to?
Because
there's nobody left.
Yeah, I'm thinking the new Prince of Dorne and maybe Robb and Aaron.
Maybe.
I mean, they're the only people left.
Yeah, but the soldiers of the Vale are with them.
Are they?
Yeah.
They just said the soldiers of the North. They never said the soldiers of the Vale.
Soldiers of the North include the Riverlands, the Towers, the North, in the Vale.
Well,
the guys, they were guys with the Vale there because they're the ones with the round shields with the dove or the bird.
Okay, I didn't see them. But
those are Vale soldiers.
Okay,
well, so they're there already.
They're already there.
So all the liege folk for the North are there. So yeah, I'm like, who are they saying? Who's he sending it to?
Iron Bank?
Well, one of the theories is he's sending it to Prince of Dorne.
Well, that's the only person
not there
because they specifically mentioned him one episode earlier.
Yeah,
that there's a Prince in Dorne.
Could have set that up, and Varys is trying to assassinate Daenerys, so that could still come to fruition. My funny thing is they build up the Gold Company to be so awesome, and they just get shit on real quick
by a dragon. Though I mean, come on. I mean, one breath of fire from a dragon will topple towers. What the hell are these soldiers going to do? Just by touching. I mean, it wasn't like it burned for a while and then fell. Just hit the force knocked it over.
That's right. It's not doing 2d10 damage. It's doing 3d10.
No, that's doing 60 die 10.
60 die 10.
Mothra has the same thing. Mothra.
True.
Okay, we good now?
All right, Jason, you feel left out?
I just was looking online. Speaking of Game of Thrones.
Oh,
we're still speaking.
The two writers of Game of Thrones are now moving on to the Star Wars trilogy.
They are.
Yes.
And that is the next trilogy coming out starting in 2022.
Trilogy about what?
They haven't announced it yet. I think it's going to be Knights of the Old Republic.
Prequel?
Well, about 2,000 years before.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Well, really prequel.
Yeah.
A pre-pre
prequel.
I'm fine with that.
Prequel.
Who did The Last Jedi? What director?
Rian Johnson.
His trilogy is still coming.
He's fired.
No,
they've replaced him.
No. He still has
unless something came out in these last 2 days completely verifying it. Inside information is saying it's pretty much dead. He just hasn't officially been fired.
I think they might move his stuff to Disney Plus as a smaller movies.
I don't know. It's
Maybe he
possible.
can direct the cartoons.
Animate it. Anyways, Twitter poll of the week. We had one this week on the Bad Ideas podcast. Follow us on Twitter. Also, we have contest. Give us a review on iTunes. Let us know, and you'll be in the drawing for a Hobie prize package. So go to iTunes and do that. Also, follow us on Facebook at The History of Bad Ideas. We get you all the latest pop culture, movie, and TV news. Especially, I have some trailers up this week for the upfronts at the TV world. So we'll have a full recap next week. So because I do love my upfronts.
You do love your upfronts,
even though 90% of the shows are failures and awful. But I try.
Yeah, but it's fun. You know what's real fun is going back watching upfronts from like 30 years ago, or watching all the
for 10 years ago. It's funny, especially the CW when they had the Frog, the Michigan J Frog.
Oh yeah, you love that.
The Warner Brothers. That was WB, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was WB.
WB
before they merged with UPN to become the CW.
Yeah. Hello, my baby.
You're an upfront man. You're not a backside guy.
I like the upfront. Side note, I haven't watched The Flash in 2 seasons now. I'm sorry. I watched 2 episodes of this last season.
Okay.
This most recent. And I was just like, ugh. And so I guess last night's episode was like this big episode that they reveal who the one bad guy is.
I bet he's fast.
So this is the recap. I get through 2 paragraphs of the recap, and I'm like, I'm bored already. Next. I can't even read the recap of the TV series.
So you don't even know what happened.
I don't give a shit. Thawne is back. Thornton is back. Reverse Flash is back. He's helping.
Well, isn't he Thawne?
No, there's a different guy that's Thawne. I don't know.
Okay.
Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
Is he really slow?
No, you would think that he would be slow, but he's fast.
Actually, what he does is slow everybody else down. He just walks at normal speed, but he makes everybody else slow.
Awesome.
So,
I made that up.
Okay.
I don't know.
Or is it? You ever see the girl, the gold watch, and everything?
I'll say no.
No.
It's an old movie where the guy had this gold watch where he could click it, turn it on, kind of like a stopwatch, and he could stop time for like a minute. But he can move around freely.
They remade that for a kids movie in the 2000s.
Clock Stoppers.
Yeah, that was the name of
Could
it.
be.
Oh, God, that's sad. I remember that.
Yeah, wasn't like Frankie Muniz in that or something?
Nah, I'll find out who that is.
Or somebody from Disney channels.
I think it was Disney originally. Yeah, it's like the girl, the gold watch, and everything is like one of the titles. And then they had a remake, or not a remake, but like a sequel. It was like the girl, the gold watch, and nothing or something like that. I can't remember.
Jesse Bradford.
Oh, Lord.
I knew he was in. I couldn't think of his name, though.
The guy from Swim Fan and Bring It On.
I like Jesse Bradford. He's actually a pretty nice guy in real life, they said.
He could be.
French Stewart is in it. Michael Biehn.
Okay.
Paula Garcias. Julia Sweeney. Oh, God. And Robin Thomas.
It wasn't teenagers? I thought there were teens involved with this
I think Paula Garcias and Jesse Bradford were the 2 teens.
Oh, wow. Jesse Bradford was supposed to be a teen at that time?
Yes.
Okay.
2002. March 29th, 2002 it came out. Okay. Anyways.
Wow, okay. I thought it was not that old, but I would guess 2005.
We got old.
But
So, Twitter poll of the week, Bad Ideas Podcast. What solo Marvel film, confirmed or speculated, are you most interested in? Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Nova, and Other. Tell us below. We got the final results.
Other
came in at 6%.
I know.
Jeff, what was your pick?
My pick was Other.
You should stop the other and make people vote on 4, and then say name others that you would like to have seen in the poll.
But Other finished last anyway.
Other always finishes last.
Not when I'm there.
That's good.
I almost always vote for Other.
I mean, the other. I mean, you're like, okay, you have one, and then 50,000.
Exactly.
Maybe if you would let us know what your Twitter handle is, you could do this.
I don't have a Twitter handle.
Whatever, bullshit.
I take the field. You give me the field, I almost always take the field.
Winning 56% to tied for second and third place at 19%. Black Widow won with 56%. Obviously.
Everybody wants to see ScarJo.
Yeah.
In a tight bodysuit.
Shang-Chi and Nova came in at 19%. I have no desire to see Nova.
I never particularly cared for the character in the comic books.
Shang-Chi I'm interested in. They're making it.
Yeah.
And
I'll probably see it, but again, I have absolutely no familiarity with the character. So,
and I'm not mocking it, but I think they realized what they did wrong with Iron Fist. And I think, and it's not the same character, I get that, but like the same martial arts and all that stuff, I think they're going to kind of be able to hone in on that now. At least I thought. I think it could be, I don't think it's going to be a huge hit. I think it will be an Ant-Man type hit. But I think it's going to be a very popular character like Ant-Man is.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll make money as long as they don't go goofy on a budget. I mean, as long as they're not throwing an Avenger-sized budget at these movies.
I like I said, I'm interested in it, Shang-Chi. So, bless you. Thank you. Let's do some listener feedback.
Now, time for your loud listener feedback, sponsored by your mom.
It was Mother's Day this past Sunday.
Mother lover.
That's right. Mother
boy.
Just
killed a man.
No. We start off from Jason, your mother's favorite son.
I don't know about that.
I think we did.
Known as Doug.
Number 1 fan.
Apans.
Number 7.
Formerly known as.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Number 1.
I don't know if he's the favorite son. He's definitely higher than me. I'll give you that. I'm okay being 4. It's okay. I think growing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He did give your parents their first grandchild.
He did, and that does have a spot. I would say
True.
that he's definitely higher than me. I may have been the favorite growing up, and then just because I was the baby of the family and special place. Definitely once I became an adult, well, old enough to be an adult, classified as. I definitely don't think.
Once you moved out of the house.
I don't think I'm their favorite at all.
They tossed you aside once you weren't cute anymore.
Yeah, because originally Doug just moved down the street when he moved.
Correct.
So,
yeah. And he mowed their lawn still.
He's probably the second favorite is what I'm going with.
And he got their mail.
Yeah.
I'd be angry with him if I wasn't the favorite. I know your brothers.
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
Doug should be their favorite.
Probably. I should definitely be the last.
Although I haven't seen him
Third. I should be third.
Although I
four.
haven't seen him play softball yet.
It's kind of like Pangea moving away from each other, the continents moving away.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Is it kind of like that, or are they just trying to get away from you?
Yeah. Now,
That's fine.
Are you saying we should?
I don't see my family as it
we
is.
should rank the Brigger boys based on their softball abilities?
Yes, I have seen some of their offspring and some of his brothers.
Everybody listens like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So, I've seen all you and all your brothers play softball.
Oldest? Where would he rank it? 1 through 4.
Based on softball ability only?
Yes. He couldn't catch a lot at home.
Oh, yeah.
I think hitting-wise, he's better than me.
He hit better than you.
I think fielding back in my day, I was decent.
You used to be good.
What about base running? I did see Jason's longest triple ever.
It was the... Oh, okay.
Thank
I was about to say...
Due to the two errors in right field.
It's the same length of every triple. The bases don't move. All triples are the same length. Oh, you mean how far the ball went?
No, I'm talking about the longest triple ever.
Not to go too inside baseball.
Time-wise.
Did I foul out this week? No, I didn't. With people on base? Okay.
Yeah. But I had a good hit, though.
So what? I had triple.
Unfortunately, it was foul.
I had 2 hits.
Yeah.
Am I the best hitter on the team?
I had 2 hits today.
Today?
Week? Yeah, this week.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, can we go back to ranking
Hold
real
on.
quick?
My
Oldest.
my OBP was 750 though.
OPP? Down with OPP. So ranking them, come on.
Ranking them. Oldest. Ooh.
I got to be above Doug, I think.
Yeah, I think I would put Doug fourth.
Okay.
I mean, it could just be because he's the one that stopped before all the others.
How about Doug, and then oldest, and then me, and then the one above me?
Okay, so you're 4. So, yeah, 3.
I would say
Third brother is probably the best.
then me.
You and number 1 are...
Push. It's a push.
Because, yeah, he is a better hitter. And probably a little better on the bases.
Well, that's not saying much.
Well, no.
I have a refrigerator tied to me.
But you know what? I bet he still doesn't owe the team beers for striking out.
You're
okay,
right, he
so
does
what else?
not.
So what's the
So therefore,
what's number one fan say?
Jason, who still owes us beers for striking out.
You know, you bought us beers when you struck out, Blake.
That's right. I paid up.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I struck out looking.
Oh, that's true.
I didn't swing and miss.
I did too.
Yeah, they were both looking.
Anyways,
But both of you struck out looking.
But I paid my debt.
You're a Lannister.
That's right.
can we get to the news of the geek?
Oh, Doug says, thoughts on the Addams Family trailer.
It's an animated trailer.
A new one.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. No thoughts.
it's a new movie, animated, coming to theaters. You know what? It's no Munsters, so I'll just leave it at that. Munsters would have been a whole lot better.
No, it wouldn't have been the. I don't understand how you think the Munsters.
Herman
even-
Munster,
Yeah, your point.
the dragon, Grandpa Munster.
But you hate dragons.
Morticia.
I like this dragon.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Morticia.
I'm telling you, I think it's better. I think it's better.
I don't know how.
Adam's Family trailer doesn't look bad though. I mean,
who's playing Wednesday?
not Christina Ricci.
Damn it.
Well,
She
it's
said she-
animated.
No,
don't
but the
care.
voice. She
Yeah,
said she
well.
would be back for it, but they said no.
They're just probably gonna get
Go
people
fresh.
that aren't going to cost
Yeah.
them a lot of money.
I'll listen to Christina Ricci.
I like the Adam's Family movies, the live action ones.
Oh, those aren't as good as the TV show.
I think they're better.
No, they're not.
They had their moments.
When they trapped, they kid.
Well, I'll put it this way: Christopher Lloyd as Uncle Fester was not good.
well, the
No.
problem is they did the Urkel movement with him. They made him the focus.
Yeah.
and they didn't need to. He was the least interesting character.
And they changed the relationship. Fester was Gomez's brother,
Yeah,
not Morticia's uncle.
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you that.
I didn't see any family resemblance.
I think.
Sherry. Next one from Besobered Geek. Can Jason explain how the Royales got their inspiration for the new Bobby?
Meghan Markle.
Oh, I thought they meant the
Riverdale.
Kansas City Royals.
No, Meghan Markle.
Oh, I thought
and-
George Brett was their inspiration.
Who's her husband? The other prince.
Prince Harry?
Talking
George.
about Royale
Harry.
with cheese.
Harry.
And Markle had a baby named Archie. So it was named after
Archie Harrison.
Yeah,
It wasn't
Appa?
short for Archibald.
Nope.
Nope, it's just
Really?
Archie.
Yep. Named
wonder the
after
Queen
Archie
hates-
from Riverdale.
Oh, sorry.
So
I think it was named after Archie Bunker.
no,
Yep.
no,
Yep.
no.
Yep.
Are you
I think
guys
it was for
interested in that
Bunker.
Archie Bunker one night only thing?
I have no clue what you're talking
Huh?
about.
What?
You didn't know this?
Hey.
Go to the next question. I'll get you set up on this.
Hey, hey, Archie Bunker. Hey, hey.
All in the family, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get to it.
All
here.
right, from Dev, the Psy guy. He's not correcting us this week.
Whoa, that's a change.
He's actually asking us a question. He says, if you had the chance to pitch a show to Netflix, what non-comic property would you pitch? So I guess non-comic. Well, I guess
Yeah, books and
basically
that.
saying serious.
No, he just means you're not allowed to get a stand-up comic to be the main.
Oh.
No,
that's it.
comic book.
It doesn't say that. It says non-comic.
I'm going comic book.
I'm just not going to pitch a new Seinfeld. That's all. No. Well, I know what Blake's pitch would be.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, or what's that thing?
No.
The turtle that rides on the back of a rhino or whatever
No,
it is?
no.
No. You'll
Discworld?
probably. I listed two. You'll probably guess one of the two.
Discworld.
No, he wasn't as big of a fan. They tried to do Discworld in, I suppose, Britain. I've seen a couple of their adaptations, and
not so good.
It was tough to follow.
Okay. Well, besides Hobie, we could do a Hobie adaptation for Netflix.
Oh, yeah, where you can just have guys sit around.
And talk.
I like it.
But besides Hobie, what would you pick, Jeff?
So exciting.
Not.
No. What's your guess for me?
I can't remember the frickin' name of the book series, the Dungeons and Dragons, Dragonlance.
Correct.
Book.
Okay.
My first one is Dragonlance. It's Tracy Hickman and Margaret Weiss, which I've been pandering for the past however long we've been doing this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You've been asking for it longer than that.
You know what? I did get my press badge for Gen Con again this year. Maybe I'll go pester them this year.
Could you?
Say, when are you going to get on this fucking shit?
Could you record it too?
By them, you mean Tracy Hickman and
Margaret Weiss?
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to say, "Yeah, we're doing everything we can to get it made. We want the monies."
Yeah, they should. I think I'm gonna pull the string on that and see if I can actually do some real investigative.
Could
journalism.
you do some recording too, so we could actually put it on the air?
Yes, even
Thank
my
you.
arrest.
Thank you.
When I'm escorted out of the convention.
Jeff, what would you pick?
Well, hold on. I had a second one.
Yeah, he had a second one.
And it is related to Hickman and Weiss again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what would be really cool if they could do it like a eight season, like an 8 episode, 1 season only, Ravenloft.
Okay, I never got into that. So
because everybody is one of the most iconic, Dungeons and Dragon modules that they came out with. It was a big hit, and then they've redone it when they keep coming out with new fucking Dungeons and Dragons, versions. But I think a Ravenloft series would be pretty cool. And it's got the vampire thing.
I would do.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about it is the vampire thing. I'm not a big fan of vampires.
That's okay. They're not
Except
a big
what
fan
you
of
do in the
either.
shadows. We'll get to that in a bit.
Yes.
The Stand is one of mine. I would probably do The Stand.
Didn't they do that already?
They did a mini-series of it. The rumor is that they're trying to get it up and running.
Yeah.
Chance Picture Show, which non-comic.
All right, that's true. You're right. You can pitch it.
The other one is I saw a trailer for Fox. They made this years ago, and I saw the Lock and Key. Stephen King's son made a really good series. Granted, that is based on a comic book.
Oh, there you go.
And then you know what? There was a couple other ones. I would do I think you could do it like a Handmaid's Tale, like on Hulu and that. I think you could do Fahrenheit 451 as a series. I would like to go into that. I don't think you could do more than like 3 or 4 seasons, but I think you could make a world of that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you could. You could probably also pitch Watchmen.
That's HBO.
HBO's doing that already.
Sorry.
Did you see the
But
new
somebody
trailer
just
for it?
redid did that in a movie form, didn't they?
Michael B. Jordan did it on HBO. I have yet to see it though. But I think you could make a world. I'm trying to world building. The world. I think you could do it.
Oh, duh.
What?
King of the world.
Oh, crap. I forgot the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
The
Sounds good.
That one.
Van Helsing.
I'm out.
The Bram Stoker Van Helsing or the bullshit Van Helsing?
The one based off of the Hugh Jackman movie.
Do they still have? Do they still have the set?
The Wolverine Van Helsing.
Yes.
So I was listening to another podcast today. I know it happens, and they were reviewing Van Helsing, and it was a popular podcast. How did this get made? And and Seth Rogen was one of the people reviewing it with them, and it was a live show, and he's like, I saw this movie in the theater. I fucking paid for this piece of shit. And he's like, and they made the comment about they really are the worst at this job.
Yeah.
We come from a long line of vampire hunters, all our former however many generations,
Thousands of generations.
And then it's like, oh, you're the first person to kill a vampire in over 100 years. It's like, you guys are shitty at this job. If you spent every generation of your family, and at least the last 3 to 4 haven't even killed one vampire.
Maybe at that point you should probably look for a new job.
Yeah.
Maybe they only doing it on the side after that.
I mean, is it just the vampires are so scarce anymore? Is that
no, because they were flying all around. Sir, Grandpa, I know that you're really proud to be a vampire hunter, but you actually have to kill a vampire to be a hunter. Maybe you should just kill some deer. Just be a deer hunter.
That's right. You know, by the 4th or 5th generation, they just destroy all the empire that their grandparents built.
Bastards.
That's right.
Bastards. Van Helsing was really, really bad.
It was.
So what else we got? Oh, sorry. Going back to All in the Family.
Oh, we didn't get
May 22nd.
We didn't get what Jeff would pick.
Van Helsing was what I picked.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
Well, I didn't have a real answer, so.
Yuki.
I mean, I probably would like to see your Dragonlance
thank
series.
you.
So, I mean, I read a book.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Anyways,
Jason, you were looking something up. Did you
All in
find
the
what you were
Family.
looking for?
Yep.
A night, all in the family.
Live in front of a studio audience, Norman Lear's All in the Family and the Jeffersons. Airing Wednesday, May 22nd at 8 p.m. Central Time. Woody Harrelson is Archie Bunker.
Oh, boy.
Marissa Tomei is Edith. Jamie Foxx and Wanda Sykes are George and Louise Jefferson. And Ellie Kemper is Gloria Stivic. Will Ferrell is Tom Willis. Justina Machado as Florence Johnston. And looks like Ike Barinholtz is Meathead.
I can't picture Ike Barinholtz.
He was in the Mindy Project. He was in Suicide Squad. He's the guy right there.
Yeah, I have no clue who he is. Okay.
But they're redoing episodes, original episodes, just with these people. So they're not updating. They're just redoing the episodes.
So they're doing the original episodes.
So they're still
so
in
they're
the
tackling
70s.
Original script and everything.
So they're tackling the social issues from the 70s.
Are they doing the Sammy Davis Jr. episode? Oh, do the Sammy Davis Jr. episode, please.
Oh God, Sean Hayes is Mr. Lorenzo, the bunker's neighbor. Ugh.
Mr. Lorenzo?
Yeah, the big chin English dude.
That wasn't his name. Bentley? Mr.
That's what it
Bentley
says,
was his name.
Mr. Lorenzo.
Don't know who
Unless
Mr.
they're updating the name.
Or unless he's a different character named Lorenzo
Yeah.
and not Mr. Bentley.
So there you go. So I thought you guys saw that.
If they stick to the originals, I will be impressed. If they clean it up for modern consumption today, which makes them not funny,
I don't think you could clean it up. I mean, to keep that whole thing, I think too many people would be upset.
Well, the whole thing about Archie Bunker being cutting edge is that it cut into the social issues.
Correct.
Of a bigoted white guy on his favorite chair.
Well, I think the whole thing came about is because they said you can't do that on public TV national TV, and so they said, well, let's see if we can. So they got Woody Harrelson got involved in it and that stuff. So there you go.
Interesting.
Yeah, May 22nd, next Wednesday.
Yeah, you can if the people who run the TV station let you, but then they'll get a whole bunch of crap from certain people, and then they'll get crap from other people for the opposite reason.
Yeah.
You'll probably get some people saying, oh, my God, this is liberal claptrap. Why are you putting it on my television? And some people saying, oh, my God, this is conservative shit. What the hell are you doing? Put it on my television. And
damn conservative liberal snowflakes.
Oh, yeah, both. Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. What else you got?
From Steve Elf podcast at Elf Movies. So this Rise of Skywalker trailer, what are your thoughts, expectations for the movie? And are you going to be glad or destroyed when Darth Jar Jar comes back to end it?
Maybe he's the laughter at the end.
If Darth Jar Jar comes back, then I will love it.
Kylo Ren takes off his mask like Scooby-Doo, and it's actually Jar Jar. Or he's the one training Kylo Ren.
He was Snoke.
Snooky.
No,
Snooky.
Snoke was just a puppet to Darth Jar Jar.
No, literally, he was a puppet. He was a Muppet. I'm excited about it. My expectations of Star Wars movies has kind of been calm lately, and the reason is I'm going to go in, I'm going to enjoy them because it's Star Wars, and I love Star Wars, and my son has really started to love them. And so I see it through his eyes, and my daughter has begun to love them as well.
Yeah, she's too young.
That's too late. But anyways, so I really enjoy watching them. I don't even care about some of the stuff. I think if the movies were as bad as like the prequels were, I may be a little bit more upset. But even the worst, even Solo, I enjoyed for what it is. So, you know what? at this point, I'm enjoying what they are. They're Star Wars movies. I never thought we were going to get any more after the original trilogy. I swear I thought we would get nothing after the prequels because they were so bad, and Lucas is, But, like I said.
It's J.J. Abrams. I expect something like a live-action Star Trek.
Yeah, lens flares.
Solar flare.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Sun flare.
If they're building a planet-based destroyer...
the size of a small moon?
No, of a planet.
Oh. Well, they're making it bigger.
It's a galaxy now.
Oh, yeah, the planet destroyer. What the
Star Killer base?
The Star Killer. Yes. If they're making a Star Killer base, again, out of a different planet, and it's not yet fully operational.
And there's one spot that can kill it, blow it up.
I know.
You'd think if you were trying to be deceptive, you wouldn't call it the Star Killer base.
No.
Yeah, you should call it the Hugs and Moonbeam space.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, come to our party on the Star Killer.
Or the impossible physics Star Killer base, where we consume the energy of our own sun, but yet don't destroy ourselves or gravitation.
Yeah, I see nothing.
Never mind.
They didn't destroy themselves because they were able to properly redistribute the energy to 5 other planets.
Why are you trying to make physics work in Star Wars?
I mean, this is the land or the world of space wizards.
True.
Why are you trying to make sense of physics in Star Wars?
Right. Why? I'd bother.
Just enjoy it.
The world of telekinesis.
Just enjoy it. Anyways, what else?
Remember when that was like the biggest, Jedi trick? Ooh, telekinesis.
Not anymore.
I always thought the biggest trick was the mind trick.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
These aren't. Yeah, that was.
Oh my
pretty
God!
cool.
Did you see what he did? Now it's like I will fucking bend that tree in half.
We're gonna throw this, vehicle at you. I'm gonna tear apart loose objects and throw them at you.
Is that all they do? Is just tear apart stuff?
That's all he did to Luke. He's like, try this air conditioner. Boop.
Oh, that hurt.
That hurt.
That was a room air conditioner. Ow!
Try this trash can. Ah! It was empty. Try this full one.
I thought finding out you were my dad was the worst thing. That room conditioner hurt.
Try this recycle bin. It's got glass in it.
It's mainly plastic.
That's why it bounced off.
You didn't even empty out that mayonnaise jar.
You didn't rinse
I
out
got
the
pickle juice on me.
That's not pickle juice.
Ugh.
All right. So that's our reviews. But if you have listener reviews, send them in. And we have listener reviews. The first one is from Meow God.
Oh.
Now, he's not taking us to a higher.
Not yet.
He's just giving us a review. He says, I saw John Wick 3. The approach was okay at the beginning, but the second act, things went slightly off grid. The writers were trying for some twist and then twisted again. And in the third act, it actually totally changes Wick's dignity and principles.
Ooh,
that spoiler alert.
Is that bad then? Because
he's actually a cat person?
I don't know. Oh, so he turned into Daenerys Targaryen.
Has anyone seen the John Wick movies?
No, I haven't seen any.
I want to.
They're like I have. The only I've talked about this before. It's like a first-person shooter movie.
Yeah.
Video game movie.
I wanted to see them. I just never have.
All I know is you just don't kill his dog.
Yeah, just don't kill his dog.
I never killed a dog.
Never killed the dog.
What else we got?
Next, we got from Randall Holt. Now, he's the one that brought to our attention Stacy's mom, the actress in the music video, which he didn't provide us her name.
The article didn't provide the name.
But
that was how bad the article was.
But she was hot. I do remember that.
See, I'm not even 100% sure the lady died or if it was just a Onion-ish article talking about, Stacy's mom died. Because, they were talking about, and then we talked with Stacy's mom's daughter, Stacy, and she told us blah, 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 blah.
Is this real?
The article that I read, I'm not sure.
Is it a fake article?
I don't know.
Is it real?
We're going to say it's real until proven wrong.
Yeah.
Well, Randall says it's real.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. If he read the article I read, I mean, it just said Stacy's mom's died like it was like a fictional account of a lady named Stacy's mom.
Well,
for those that
all
don't
they
know,
referred to her as in the article I read.
Stacy's mom You know, I'm not the little boy I used to be. I'm all grown up now. Baby, can't you see? Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want.
Well, we didn't ask for this.
Stacy's mom. MILF theme. Mother's Day weekend. I think this story was.
You just fucking turned me down.
I think, yeah, we did. We just turned you down.
Yes, I turned you down.
Oh, thanks.
I think this is a joke. Do you think it's a joke? Because it's Mother's Day weekend?
Well, it was about 2 weeks ago I read it. So
I hope not.
Before Mother's Day weekend, but
I hope it's a joke.
Well, anyways, the actress in the music video, who we do not know other than by Stacy's mom, died at 53 this week. And can we have a breath of silence?
No, because we don't know if it's true.
Well, what if it is true? Let's just give one anyways. Okay. Now. From Meow God. Close your eyes.
Too late.
Cross your legs.
Too late.
Put your thumbs to your index fingers. Or middle fingers. Or ring finger or pinky. Whatever's most comfortable for you.
Or anus.
Because you're going to a higher plane. But don't do the white supremacy sign because that's not acceptable.
Yeah, so don't touch your index finger. No index finger.
Meow God, delving into the darkest corner of your soul, tell us if you were to murder one of Hobie's hosts, who would it be and how? How would you dispose of the body later? I don't feel like I'm being taken to a higher plane here this time around by Meow God. He's talking about killing us.
This is the darkest corner.
One of us might have to die, though, to save the world.
Kill the Hobie host, save the world.
Well, that's pretty easy.
Then we're going to have to kill Jim because he's not here. So we're going to say Jim.
There you go. He's not here to defend himself.
How would you dispose of the body?
Feed him to pigs.
There you go.
That's what they say.
What about the teeth? They don't eat teeth.
Yeah, well,
I have learned.
Never mind.
I have learned if you get like a vat of acid, that can go really wrong. I've seen it in several TV shows. Smash it. Well, we got to pull all of his teeth out first.
It's not difficult.
And then smash them. And then feed them to the pigs.
Yeah. Just grab it from the polydent. Anyways. Moving on. That was a very nice Meow God.
No, it usually transcends us, but I feel a little strange. Maybe he saw too much John Wick.
Maybe.
Yeah, I feel there's a dark spot on my soul now.
Let's wrap it up with Sean at
Pittsburgh Nerd. Which is worst? Not worse. Worst.
That's Pittsburgh talk.
Lost. Give me some fries on my burger.
Well, you just answered the question.
Yes.
Being trapped in a room with a pipe-smoking hipster who wants to talk music, or being trapped in a room with Jason who can only communicate via his shitty impressions.
Hey, guys, that's not very nice, okay? That's because I have a group of children in the basement.
What's worse, honestly...
Hey, there's a plant over there. Can I go have fun with it?
At least I could talk music with the hipster.
I can't because the music they would talk, I wouldn't know what it is.
I can argue.
But I wouldn't know what it is. I don't know if it's good or bad because hipsters only like music I've never heard of.
I will say that
what kind of pipe tobacco would he be smoking?
Only the best for Hunter McAllister. That's what I smoke.
I'd say I listened to locked in a room with Jason 2 to 3 hours every week while he's doing his shitty impersonations.
And we're not even getting paid.
So I think I could deal with that more than
my cocaine.
I'm sorry I told him that one.
My cocaine. They called the dog Indiana. Welcome to the Rock.
Was that your Michael Caine impersonation?
I was going to do, they called the dog Indiana. I was like, that's not Michael Caine. That's Sean Connery that said that.
And you did it like you're Michael Caine.
I did. We called the dog Indiana. That actually wasn't horrible.
That was Michael Caine.
I did find a fun fact in Nicolas Cage. When he did Con Air, he actually went to Alabama to get the impression right,
to learn the accent,
and he failed miserably.
Did he?
I think he did.
I don't know, because nothing in that movie was worth remembering.
Put the bunny down.
You're helping my argument.
Put the bunny down.
Jesus. I changed my mind. I want the hipster.
Hipsters. We're bringing in the hipster.
That's when the whores come to town.
Bednar will be here next week.
Next week, we're bringing in the hipsters.
Dr. Nazi. That's when the whores come to town. Professor number 1 has a question for Jim, and since Jim's not here, sorry, Professor number 1.
Oh, I thought that meant we get to answer it.
No, we get to go right to riddle me this. Riddle me this. Riddle me this. Riddle me
We
this.
didn't ask for the theme song that you made up right now.
Riddle me this. Riddle me this is from Brad at the Cinema Guys. Basically, you take a group or a movie or anything, and you recast it. This we've been on a little fun thing with Muppets. So this week, we're recasting Hobie with Muppets. And if any listeners out there, they want to get in touch with us on Facebook at the History of Bad Ideas or at Bad Ideas Podcast, let us know what movie you want us to recast with Muppets. So there you go.
Yeah.
We've done Scream. We've done Silence of the Lambs. We've done a lot of those. So if you have one, I have one next week if we don't get a new one. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I know one character from that.
Okay, maybe not that. Anyways, moving on. So Hobie with Muppets. So let's see here. Jeff,
Are we just doing the 4 of us, or are we doing?
We can do 4 and then we can expand if we want to. We can all help each other out. It's not a competition.
See, I figured you guys would cast me, so I didn't even think about who I would be.
I have Blake as Sam the Eagle.
I had Blake as Statler. Because he's the old guy that sits there and just poo-poos on everything the rest of us like.
That's true. That is true.
You like that? Well, it must be crap. Ha, 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 ha.
You got free blowjobs after the movie. Still crap. She used her teeth. Anyways, I like Statler. I like that. I'll go with that.
All right, woohoo.
All right, cool.
Who's Jeff?
I don't know.
Okay, come on.
I haven't put a lot of thought into this.
I was thinking Fawzy Bear.
That's what I picked for Jim.
Oh,
Because Jim does waka, waka, waka.
I actually had
Much better than me.
I actually had Pepe the King Prawn for Jim. I had Pepe. He kind of looks like him too. I'm going Pepe. Come on, give me Pepe.
Wow, you're going Pepe.
But Pepe's not an original Muppet.
Or Hobo Joe. I'm not sure which one from the Muppet movie. The second last one. He was Zach Galifianakis.
Sure.
The guy was Zach Galifianakis. Anyways, so I'm going Pepe. Change approved. Sorry. So Jeff, I would go Fawzy Bear. I'm going Fawzy Bear.
Waka, waka, waka.
Or Sweetums.
I'm fine with either.
I'm going Sweetums. I think I'm going Sweetums.
Jack, not name. Jack, job.
Who am I?
I picked Scooter for you.
Why Scooter?
Because you look like him.
Or Gonzo.
I was thinking Swedish Chef since you can't understand half the shit I say. Okay. Well, you guys pick. Pick Scooter Gonzo.
We're not going to let you pick your own.
Go ahead. That's what I know. It's like a nickname.
Jim, why aren't you here? We need you for this one.
Yeah.
Maybe
is Scooter insulting enough for Jason?
No, because I actually kind of like Scooter.
You listen to him?
Get out.
I can see Gonzo, always trying to be the center of attention
right.
and failing miserably.
Yes.
Tooting his own horn.
And Chicken Love.
So Gonzo it is then.
Yep, there you go.
I got Doug, number 1 fan.
Yeah.
Sam the Eagle.
Because he talks about Disney all the time?
Yeah, just the way. I can see that. He kind of reminds me of Sam the Eagle.
You made me Sweetums. I was about to say, or make Doug Sweetums. Because
you know what? Change. You're Fawzy Bear. He's Sweetums.
Because he's got Sweetum-sized hands.
Yes. So Doug is Sweetums. That's
go.
what it is. And Scab Jeff, he's going to be...
Beaker.
I was thinking Beaker. There you go.
Because when he talks, he goes...
I like it. So there you go. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate that.
There you go.
I appreciate it. Brad kind of reminds me of the newsman.
From Sesame Street?
Yeah, the plaid jacket. Brad Vargas. I'm going the newsman for him. So
I forgot the name. It wasn't Action News, was it? No, that was from
Communist News.
Communist News.
Yes,
Communist
Communist
okay.
News. So there you go. If you got an idea for recasting Muppets, let us know.
Or recasting anything with anybody.
Yeah, anybody.
We'll take the idea.
Or a draft day.
We can do a draft. Yeah, we're just been on a Muppet kick here.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be Muppets.
Or if you want us to redo a series or a franchise, let us know. We can do Boardroom.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay, couple things here. First off, it's Tony Perez's birthday today.
Go Big Doggy.
Yep. It's also Gronk's birthday.
Go 69.
69. Let's see here.
You better get used to him. He's going to be a fixture in your WWE.
He's actually signed up for Hobie. Just to let you know. Per Mental Floss, among many of the recently announced TV series and films to debut on Disney's upcoming service, Disney Plus, which I believe is November 12th, there's a live-action Lady and the Tramp, the classic 1955 animated love story between two dogs.
That's right, because they're going to go live animation on all their cartoons.
I like this part. While details behind the new film are still just coming out, I can watch the animated film and tell you what it's about. That's the same thing. It does appear they're planning on fixing a few wrongs from the original movie, namely the Siamese Cat song. The Siamese Cats were a little racist.
Well, go ahead, read the next paragraph.
The unnerving song,
I'll interrupt you,
which is featured during the scene where two cats, Cy and Am, are taunting the sweet cocker, spaniel, lady, has been called out numerous times over the years for presenting a racist depiction of Asian culture. So, according to Mental Floss, it's fortunate the news that Disney's new adaptation will be replacing the cringeworthy tune.
Why?
I don't know.
Now here I have a bone to pick with this because when I was a kid, the Siamese Cat song was my favorite song.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
And I loved the song. And then when I saw this news story, I'm like, oh, crap. What the hell's wrong with people? So I went back and I was like, well, let me go look at the lyrics because apparently lyrics trigger everybody. And there's nothing offensive in the lyrics. Now, also having been a Siamese cat owner in the past, I said, well, then this must be with the Siamese cats and everything else too. Which the depiction of the Siamese cats are mostly true to form, by the way, in colors and everything else. But trying to keep an open mind, I did go, okay, I think that maybe the eyes and the fangs
the big one
of the cats may be, well, for some people, intolerable or unfavorable.
You can remove that depiction without removing the song.
Yeah. So my question is, I love the song, and it was it was my favorite song, Disney song, growing up. Yeah. I love the Siamese Cats.
That's where we differ because I hated the song.
You hated the song?
I did.
Well, I love the song.
Now, granted, my favorite song was apparently the one they're cutting out of Dumbo. So
yeah, and I love the scene. You know, if you subtract, I guess, the eyes and the teeth, okay, but the teeth really weren't prominent, in the whole scene. But I guess you can see the eyes were. But cats' eyes are shaped, but maybe a little too exaggerative.
Yeah, nah.
But
I can't
why would they remove? Why would they
the animation is not good on it.
No, the animation is. Have you watched it recently?
Yeah.
I did today because I saw this news story and I was like, "What's the matter with it?" And I'm like, "Okay, I think you could probably point to those two items, but why couldn't you go back and fix it and keep the song in and make it favorable?" And
the teeth are not good.
People?
The teeth are not good.
But they're not prominent, though, if you actually watch the entire thing. Cats have fangs, by the way.
Yeah, but this was specifically...
In the beginning, it was a little bit too much. I do agree. But as they go through the motions with the fish and the bird and teasing Lady and Lady getting blamed for the mess and all that kind of stuff, I don't think it was as bad. I think there were moments and times when the eyes were kind of bad. But that's just me observing it from liking a song and liking Siamese cats, having been a Siamese cat owner in the past.
I'm looking at the lyrics now. I don't see really again, I'm trying to read them. I'm reading them, and I don't see anything that's offensive on it.
No.
With that being said, I'm not Asian, so I don't know. You know, and again, anything's going to get changed nowadays.
I think anything can be grafted onto.
Correct.
And I think they did a lot of grafting onto, but I'm not saying it's completely innocent either. I can understand where somebody's point of view is coming from for that, which I can agree or disagree. But I could see them changing it and making it more acceptable by today's standards. But
it's not
completely getting rid of it in the song and all that kind of stuff, why would they do that? Because I think you can still do it tastefully.
Well, they don't even need to change the they're not doing animation anymore, so just put two Siamese cats up there.
Yeah, two real cats.
No, did it go on? Was this the article? It goes on to say that they're not even having the cats as even Siamese cats.
Oh, is that it? I did not see that.
I don't know if it's that article or a different one I read.
Okay. Again, at the end of the day,
the parrot characters will not even be Siamese cats at all.
Yeah.
I mean, what cats are they going to put in there? And
Garfield.
Who's going to get offended by it?
Garfield.
Who's going to get offended by it next?
They're going to put tabby cats in.
Well, then tabby people will be offended.
But tabbies are mutts, so everyone.
Then people will be upset because
Normal. He's going to be in
Normal and Garfield are the two cats.
I hate Mondays.
Why not put Bill the cat in there?
You say Kathy?
Bill the cat.
I don't know. They have Bill the cat and Kathy have the same catchphrase.
They do. They have the same catchphrase. You're right. That is funny. But I don't. It's one of my favorite songs in Disney growing up.
I hated that song growing up, even
Really?
as a kid. Yeah, it was annoying to me. Of course, I'm not a big Lady and the Tramp fan.
And then you know what I did? One thing I never do is I actually went and read the comments underneath the YouTube.
No, you shouldn't do that.
Well, actually, I'm kind of glad I did.
Why?
Because they were overwhelmingly in favor of the scene and the song. And there was people like me going, okay, I can see a little bit here with maybe the depiction. But, sitting there and reading that, these cats represented depiction of what white people thought of Asians after World War II as sneaky and untrustworthy. But I'm like, who the hell comes up with this shit?
Obviously someone.
Obviously somebody.
Anyways, moving on. This is Blake's favorite story of the week. Per Fox News. In a world where Instagram users are being exposed for digitally editing their bodies and fakifications.
Oh yeah, this is important shit. This takes
a
precedence
social
over
media
the Siamese
influencer knows
song.
that transparency is the key this day.
Transparency.
That's why model Daisy Keach is going the extra step. The 19-year-old influencer says she's tired of followers accusing her of faking her gifted glutes and brought in a renowned, in quotations, plastic surgeon to prove it. Making history with Dr. Gavami is what she tweeted. Thank you to the world-renowned expert, Dr. Gavami, for helping me show my followers that my booty is real, in all caps, and for being the first certified real booty. # certified real booty, she writes.
Dr. Gavami is a booty expert.
In a video posted to her Instagram account, fuck her, the model is standing in thong underwear with her rear end facing Beverly Hills-based Dr. Ashkin Javami, who first describes his patient's Pert Profile.
Pert Profile.
Pert Profile.
Give Dr. Gavani's quote.
I have a natural young athletic female who is genetically blessed body. He says, gesturing his hands around her ass.
No, she's not cupping her ass.
No. A lot of people are hating on you saying your butt's not real. I'm going to certify it as a buttocks that's real.
Did he grab it and feel it? That's what I want to know.
Gavani explains to Keach's audience.
He probably had to certify it was real.
Why he knows
but he asked permission to make sure he could do it.
It's a bona fide booty. First mentioning the fact that she's young and never had children. Then he gets technical.
Mom shame people now.
Then he gets technical. Her buttocks has a lot of firmness to it. Good volume.
So he was touching it.
I don't see any skin changes. That means she's had anything artificially injected. I don't see any little incisions that point to fat transfer. Dear God, this is the world we're living in.
Keep going. He continues.
Harp on the fact that she's young and fit, he continues. She has 19-year-old tight skin, and she does hip thrusts. She eats a really well-rounded diet, and she does mostly bulk muscle training. He concludes, so all of that, her youth, and all of the points to the fact that this is a real, all of that points to the fact that this is a real buttocks. It is certified Galvani real.
Certified Galvani real.
While some of Keisha's followers said they have always believed in the booty, others seem to appreciate her attempt. Others seem to appreciate her attempt at authenticity. Quote, I love how scientific he is making it. It's just a great ass, writes Tara_B. Fuck you. Tara, fuck you. A comment to which Galvani replied with, thank you, hands emoji. He is truly a pioneer in this field. This is what we've become as a society.
I'm kind of a booty expert myself.
Haven't we all seen people wearing
only on your birthday
the Booty Inspector T-shirts?
Yes.
I mean, this has existed for years.
He's not a real doctor.
He just plays one on TV.
He just plays one on Instagram.
He got it from the Sally Struthers school that also does gun making. He really can make a gun repair. Who the fuck is Keach?
If there are any ladies out there that want me to certify their breasts as bona fide and real, send your complaints to
Blake at Graphic Novel. Episodic Geek. Finally, I told Hackney he had to put this in. Per consequenceofsound.com, Blake, you're a bad influence. When you think back on some of the greatest genre films, Sam Raimi's name often comes up. Evil Dead, Darkman.
I like Evil Dad. I'd rather see that.
It's coming out this Father's Day.
Drag Me to Hell, all worth a rental or 5 in their own time. He's also did For the Love of Game, The Gift, A Simple Plan, and the Spider-Man trilogy. Sony one, the original. In recent years, he's taken on more of a producer role, giving us films like Don't Breathe or the TV series Ash vs. the Evil Dead. But that hiatus of not directing films has come to an end as he's ready to return to the chair for his long-awaited follow-up, The Bermuda Triangle. Dun, dun, dun!
In stereo.
Here's an early synopsis. When a massive submarine carrying nuclear weapons goes missing in the Bermuda Triangle... First off, why are they going that way? Commando...
if I want to transport nuclear weapons, I think I'm going to avoid the Bermuda Triangle.
And Cuba. Commander Vogel enlists the help of Dr. Fisk. Oh, not Fisto, sorry. Fisk. A theoretical physicist who, while using his grandfather's research, opens a wormhole to reveal a mysterious island that is inhabited by anything lost in the triangle, including sharks, Vikings, and Nazis, in hopes of finding nuclear weapons. According to the hashtag show, the sci-fi fantasy not only has already finished production, but also stars Ryan Reynolds as a theoretical physicist.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. He is the physicist in this.
The physicist.
I want to see a movie with Vikings, Nazis, and sharks.
He's a theoretical physicist.
Here you go. It's a-coming.
What do you have to do to become a theoretical physicist?
Be named Ryan Reynolds, have abs.
You go to school and then...
Theoretically.
The Sally Struthers skull.
Sheldon Cooper would be mad at you.
Is anyone interested in this?
No.
It sounds like a comedy on sci-fi, like a bad movie, right? This doesn't
I don't
sound
know.
good.
It could be good.
Sounds like an 80s sci-fi plot.
It does,
Vikings,
yes.
Nazis, sharks.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Ill-tempered bass. No. So there you go. So that is your News of the Geek. You are caught up this week. Remember, booty certified.
Hey, hooligans, this is Michael.
This is Michelle.
This is Jeremy.
From Who the What Now?
The show about
Strange stories from the internet.
And Bigfoot came over and beat his ass. He knocked him around a little bit, and he just kind of went limp, and Bigfoot left.
pop culture.
Jean-Claude Van Clam.
I thought
Jean-Claude Van
thought you were
Clam was supposed to be the alien in Predator. Mm-hmm. And did a jump splits and ended up with his bash right in the dude's face.
That's his
do I get the part?
In our crazy lives.
I'm like, oh, there's a cat on my back. And then all of a sudden I feel something. I feel a furry paw go down my ass crack. Just slide right down my ass crack. I was like, what are you doing?
You can catch us on all your favorite podcast applications.
Spotify,
iTunes,
Libsyn,
iHeartRadio,
Stitcher,
your mamas. And wherever else they have quality podcasts.
So don't miss out on the next
Who the
What Now?
Jeff, what are you doing September 20th through the 22nd?
I'm going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Damn straight you will be, Blake. Never mind. At Duke Energy Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Come on by and visit us. And while you're there, it's a great time, first off. We'll be playing trivia. But, Jeff, they have a lot of great guests, don't they?
They do.
Who do they have?
They have a bunch of people from Firefly.
Alan Tudyk.
The
Doctor.
Sean Marr.
Yep. Marina
Baccarin.
Yeah.
And Jewel State, Kaylee herself.
Yep. So not only them, also Ben McKenzie from
Gotham.
Yeah, and Southland too, but Gotham, yes. One of the few surviving cops of Gotham. So that's good. But yes, so he will be there. Just announced Eric Vale, voice actor from Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, and One Piece. So that's good. Also, T. Franklin, comic book writer. She does Love, which is out there. And she does the outfit. So there you go. She was just announced. And the big one, are you excited? Ernie Hudson.
That is great.
From APB's fame. The Fox TV show from... No, Ghostbusters.
Oh, Congo.
Where you were on the endangered species. And The Crow. He was in The Crow.
I did not realize.
Yeah. So...
Then again, I haven't seen The Crow since 1994.
Oh, I love The Crow. So, get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. September 20th through the 22nd at the Duke Energy Convention Center. If you need a place to stay, call Jeff up. He'll have some room.
I know where you can find a cot.
Yeah, local hotel too. Duke Energy Convention Center, CincinnatiComicExpo.com.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right, bombs this week. Well, what rhymes with bomb? Palm. Palms fell short, and the Diane Keaton starring comedy hoped to bring in the Mother's Day crowd. But The Hustle took all of that audience away, and it finished with a low $5.1 million. Diane Keaton movie made $5 million.
That's not good.
In its opening weekend.
Not good.
Its lowest start since And So It Goes.
I don't even remember that.
And it reps the second lowest opening for an STX film. I don't know what that is. Today,
that's the production company.
Oh, ahead of only last year's bomb, Gringo. I think we discussed Gringo.
Yeah, we did.
Critics hated Palms at 29% on Rotten Tomatoes, but filmmakers gave it a B+.
Film goers.
Yeah, filmmakers gave it an A.
Actually, the director was like, I could have done better, B+.
But that's not true. The great word of mouth, it needs to have a chance. Even with a $10 million budget, there's little chance of making any real money. So it might get its money back with a little money to cover the advertising that.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of STX failures, Ugly Dolls got crushed by Detective Pokemon and dropped 54% to $3.9 million in its second weekend.
STX was not having a good weekend.
No, there's no good news here. The animated film has $14.3 million domestically and $15.9 worldwide on a $45 million budget, and it won't even come close to that. $20 million ceiling.
The best is what happens next. Read the next. The STX guy.
There's a reason that the COO, Thomas McGrath, stepped down this past week.
Well, I did Palms and Ugly Dolls. Oh, I'm out. He said he was going back to Broadway. And that was serious. He's like,
I'm going back to Broadway.
Everybody's got AIDS. 5,000.
AIDS. Well, the top five this week, we start off with, for the third week in a row, Avengers Endgame. Made another $63 million, a total of $723.5 million domestically. It's over, what,
2.5
billion?
2.4.
Ooh, it's creeping up there.
Better beat Avatar.
It's on its way. Detective Pikachu opened with $58 million, almost catching Avengers in its opening weekend on a $150 million budget.
My oldest son saw this.
And?
He liked it a lot. He's a Pokemon fan. He went with my a couple of his cousins, and I wanted to see. I would have seen it with him because Ryan Reynolds, I think, is funny. But he really enjoyed it, and so when my nephew was like, "Yeah, I'll take him," done. You can go. But he said he really enjoyed it. So there you go.
It looked like a fun movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Hustle made $13.5 million on an opening weekend on an unknown budget.
Fuck you, Rebel Wilson.
Oh, that's the Rebel Wilson?
Yeah, Dirty Rotten Scoundrels remake. Yeah. Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson play the roles of Steve Martin.
And Michael Caine.
The
Intruder made $7 million, a total of 21 on an $8 million budget.
This is the Dennis Quaid film.
And Long Shot made another $6 million, a total of $20 million on a $40 million budget.
They said that's going to lose money too.
Yeah, that one looks amusing enough that I kind of want to see it, but I kind of don't want to make the effort to see it.
I would go, like, if nothing else was playing. Like, if I'm at the theaters, I'm like, there's nothing I really want to see.
If I'm sitting around bored one day and have nothing better to do with my life, I'm like, maybe I'll go watch The Long Shot.
I still have to see Shazam, so.
You better hurry up. That might not even be in theaters much longer.
It's not much longer.
Upcoming, May 17th, 2019, we got John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Parabellum?
No, it doesn't say lady.
Oh.
Lady.
We've got A Dog's Journey.
Fuck this movie.
That Jason wants to fuck.
No, fuck this movie. My wife yells at me every time this comes on, the trailer does, because she's like, let it go, Jason. Let it. I was like, no. This is a sequel to A Dog's Purpose from a couple years ago, and the dog just keeps getting reincarnated with the same owner. And I'm sorry, it looks shit. It looks like the same fucking movie as A Dog's Purpose.
Well, you just said it was a sequel, didn't you?
Yeah, it's the same purpose. It's the same movie.
Is the dog a German shepherd, and people are upset
in one of the
by
lives,
the German
it changes
stereotypes? Does the dog goose step?
I was just going to say that.
Or maybe
so you're saying it's not going to be on Disney Plus?
He sends his owners to the shower.
Or maybe it's a Labrador, and all it says is, hello? What's that all about?
I thought for a second, why is he Adele? Is it me you're looking for?
That's when it's in the English Bulldog.
Oh, it looks like a piece of shit. I can't stand it.
And also coming out is The Sun is also a star.
Fake news. I have no idea what this
Everybody knows that our sun is the sun. It's not a star.
So
for somebody who doesn't have Twitter, you certainly quote a lot of people from Twitter.
I read a lot of memes.
So these movies, none of them really I care about.
Yeah, Avengers is going to win again.
Yeah. So can we talk about one thing here? And
can we make sure Avengers passes Avatar
worldwide? It already passed it domestically.
I hope so. I think
they said it will not pass Force Awakens. Force Awakens domestically made $950 million, and they don't think it's going to get that. But
domestically, it's not going to pass it domestically.
Correct, but it still may have the worldwide passing Avatar #1. So, can we talk real quick before we get into our top 5 here? Can we talk about what we do in the shadows this week?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Latest episode, real quick here.
If you
because it is our new favorite television.
It
show.
is.
If you didn't see the mockumentary that the show is based on, the 3 vampires that are in the council this week would go unnoticed of their significance.
The vampires, Guillermo, accidentally killed the Baron last week.
Yes.
By opening the door.
Opening the door, the Baron look, I didn't fall on this stake.
But the
the Baron's fucked up from a night of partying and drinking
And the vampires
blood from drunk and
druggies.
Last week when he's throwing up the human food and flying it around.
He's trying to deep dish pizza. He's like, I want to try it. They're like, oh no, it's a bad idea. He's like,
the garlic burns a little.
Yeah. He's like, oh, it's well worth it.
So anyways, this week, the vampire council basically calls them to it and is going to kill the vampires, the 3 that we follow. But the 3 vampires we follow, they don't even know what's going on because they were so fucked up last week.
Yeah, they were also fucked up. They just know that he's dead. They don't know if they killed him.
they talked about it.
Yeah, they do remember talking about it.
They floated the idea.
They just floated. We weren't serious
about it.
The best is when they were fucked up and they were still partying with the dead Baron and they knocked his head off.
Yeah.
He's not dead. He's just coming through the floor. It looks like he's coming. I buried him between my 2 favorite vagina bushes out here.
My
Vulva
wife
bushes.
and my mother.
Yes.
Vulva bushes.
Vulva bushes.
So anyways, they bring him to the council, but the council well, first off, they get to 2 people and they think they're the council and they tell them their story.
So what's her name? The Defiler?
Yeah.
And Garrett. And you know who Garrett was?
Bautista.
Yeah.
The wrestler, which was hilarious.
I was going to say the actor from the Marvel universe.
Thank you. But they didn't realize that they weren't the council. They were just prisoners.
They thought they were the council. They're like, oh, that sounds believable to me.
Yeah, it sounds believable. Well, we'd let you off.
Oh, yeah. What? We are?
So then they get into this council.
That's not the council.
They go in as this
We've
giant
been here for
president.
thousands of years.
Yeah, that's insane.
Well, when did you? 1953. It's only 2018.
Oh,
What? It's only been 50 or 60 years. What the fuck is that?
Well, what are you in here for? Well, I defiled too many people. What's your name? Is the Defiler?
And then Garrett, they accused me of making a baby into a vampire.
Now that was the funniest short
And
segue.
it
in the whole
was,
thing.
who was it? The guy that I follow?
Not Nandor.
What's
the other guy?
Laszlo.
Laszlo. He's like, well, I was bored. And then cut to a photo of him and the vampire baby.
Yes, he made he'd been a vampire years ago.
He made a baby vampire.
And then left him in Queens.
Yes.
Left him in Queens. And he's like, well, I was bored. And they're like,
the baby's 90 years, and the baby's on the council.
Still the baby.
Still baby. So the council is all around this giant room, and it had who's the
Evan
woman?
Rachel Wood.
Evan Rachel Wood.
Danny Trejo.
Tilda Swinton.
That's
Tilda Swinton was the lead council lead.
Wesley Snipes was on
Via
Skype.
On a severely lagged
He's
Skype.
a daywalker.
He's a daywalker. Yeah.
Yeah,
kill us all.
lagging. He was
They had-
always behind.
Yeah, he had Pee Wee Herman.
Paul
Rubens.
Rubens.
And they were as themselves.
Yes.
Yeah,
As
though, at least they had
acknowledged
the same
vampires,
names. Yeah.
They tried to get Kiefer and Tom and Brad. Kiefer wanted to do it, but just couldn't.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Tom
did
and
they?
Brad, I didn't even ask. Oh, they don't even want to do it. But they mentioned Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, which was funny. So yeah, they go around the room and they obviously Guillermo tells them I did it, and they're like, yeah, we don't think you did it.
Yeah,
He's like, you? No way.
And then when he's trying
he made
to
that story up.
And then when he's trying to escape, he accidentally kills another vampire.
Yes.
The best is though, so the vampires.
Or the best part is when Colin shows up.
Colin's on the council.
On the
too.
council. They're like, what? Really? Colin?
So they basically sends them to burn, and they try to escape.
In a
How?
while, yeah.
Bat. He goes into a bat, Laszlo. But what's the other one named?
Well, he couldn't transform into bat yet because they're exposed to sunlight. And
Correct,
Well,
then they get into the
when
sun.
the angle of the sun finally reaches them, they're going to burn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then here comes Colin above the vent or the well
With an
an
umbrella.
umbrella, and he sucks their power out too.
Yeah, before he rescues them, he drains their energy.
And then the best is they become bats.
Yes.
Guillermo is carrying the way of box, and Colin, as they're walking away and escaping, he keeps shaking the box. Bat roller coaster!
Yeah. Backquake.
Backwake. So, if you haven't seen it, it's a funny episode. Just
Well, you
because
don't
of-
have to now.
Well,
Jason
yes.
just told you the whole episode.
But the guest appearances around the council, I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. And when I
that's
saw
pretty good.
Tilda Swinton, I was like, wow, I can't believe they got oh my God, they got Wesley Snipes.
I'm looking at Tilda Swinton. I'm like, is that?
That's Tilda.
That's what I did too.
And then they said something about, Paul. I'm like, That's Paul Rubens.
Yeah. And
Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah.
It's like,
That was awesome.
It was
and Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Danny Trejo's vampire.
He's a fucking daywalker. Wesley Snipes on
Wesley
Skype.
Snipes like, you're like, God damn it, Wesley, get to
my connection is good.
move closer to the Wi-Fi.
Is your router next to your computer?
Move closer to the router.
I'm sorry. It's a funny ass show. It is hilarious.
And has been renewed for season 2.
Yes, thank God. And The Orville was renewed for season 3.
Yes, it was.
Best sci-fi movie show out there. It's really well done.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. Anyways, let's do some top 5 now. Top 5. Top 5 is from Kevin at Cincy Explorer this week.
Thank you, Kevin. You gave me a really hard list to come up with.
Top 5 best endings in horrible films. This is a good one, though.
Sure.
This one was tough, and I have to say, I wouldn't necessarily say everything on my list was a horrible film.
Well, if you have a top 5 that you want to send to us, let us know at Bad Ideas Podcast.
I mean, I liked the idea until I realized if I don't like the film...
What's so good about the ending?
Yeah, if I like the ending, then I probably like the film, and if I don't like the ending, I probably... Yeah, that's not going to make this list.
Well, I was looking at list online. The Mist was on here, and I'm like,
That's
that was
number
a good
5.
That was a horrible film.
Without that ending, it's not a good film. If I remove the ending, and that's what it hurt me to put it on there. But if you remove that ending, I wouldn't like the film.
I like that film.
So the ending is what made the film. Without that ending, then I probably would have actually disliked the
Thomas
film.
Jane, you just had to wait 3 more minutes.
I mean, the rest of the film was okay, but without the ending to tie it all together, then and since the story it was based on didn't have that ending, then I would if they did that movie without the ending, how good would it have been?
Frank Darabont was that
Yeah,
director. So that's your number 5?
It's my number 5.
Blake, what's number 5?
A crumpled up piece of paper is his number 5.
Uh-huh.
I have no 5.
Okay, my number 5. Congo.
I don't remember the ending. That's the thing.
The ending is they put the drool in the gun, put them on the endangered species list,
and then shoot them all.
And shoots them all. And the reason why I like that ending is it's so bad and so corny, but we have talked about it so many times, I had to put it on the list. Horrible film. Horrible film. But it does star Ernie Hudson.
Yes.
He'll be at the Comic Expo. Yeah. So
Did
they
they have Ice Cube, too?
No.
Oh, I'm confusing that with Anaconda.
Oh, you're confusing that with Anaconda.
My Anaconda don't want none of that.
No, that was Biggie Smalls.
Oh. Number 4 for me, Deep Impact.
I never saw Deep Impact. So.
Deep Impact I didn't like,
What?
but I liked the ending because the asteroid actually ended up hitting the Earth and killing half the East Coast.
Oh.
So I'm okay with that.
I probably would have liked that ending if I watched the movie.
Yeah. Number 4, Blake.
I don't think he has a number 4.
Number 4 is blank.
Number 4 for you, Jeff.
My number 4 is Open Water.
Oh, when they get stuck in the water and the sharks are around them?
Yep.
That was not a good film.
It was not a good film, but I did like the ending on how they were pretty much left out to die, and they eventually just gave up and died.
Yes. So what's your lesson? Don't try.
Don't be caught in open water.
Exactly. And then they made a sequel.
Oh, that was horrible.
It wasn't the same people, but the same concept, except this time instead of 2 people.
Open desert?
No, they're still in the water.
Open
But these are just stupid people who, like, in the sex sequel, I think the boat went out to sea.
Did you say the sex sequel?
If I did say the sex
He
sequel.
said sex sequel, right?
He said sex sequel.
Oh.
Maybe that's what I wanted it to be. I think I have a speech impediment.
That was the porn called Open Legs, not Open Water.
This is the version of Pornhub. It had a great ending.
But anyway, the
Lots
boat
of fluid everywhere.
The boat went out to sea, and everybody in the boat all jumped in the water to swim around a little bit, and nobody was smart enough to actually let the ladder down.
Yes.
And so, like, 6 of them all, like, died in that one.
Did they all die?
I don't know. I didn't actually watch the sequel.
I saw about 40 minutes on TV on cable one day. I was like, I'm done with this. But it was funny because they're like, who got the ladder? Oh.
How do we get back up?
It could have been a great ending if you stuck around for it.
I doubt it. Jeff, what's number 3?
Oh, we're on to my number 3.
Yes.
My number 3 is Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines.
That is my number 3 as well.
Oh, okay.
I like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Oh, all right, you're number 3. All right, you had a number 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, pretty much it wasn't that good of a movie, but they got it back on track to the original Terminator timeline.
Oh, wait, is that where he gets them to the room or something?
Yeah.
And like the bombs go off and
Judgment Day occurs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like that ending.
I did
and then the
too.
next one fucked it up.
Yeah, and then they exactly acted like it didn't happen or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't watch any Terminator movie after T3.
What's your number 3?
That was it.
Okay. My number 3 was Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Number 2 takes great pains for me here. Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom.
All of them?
Well, there's only 2 Jurassic Worlds.
As much as I was hype about this show.
Okay, so what was the ending?
Well,
Without spoilers.
Too late. Oh, yeah, there will be spoilers in this top 5.
the good guys survive, but there's like a dinosaur egg somewhere.
Nope, the dinosaurs all get sold to private contractors and bad guys, and some of them escape. So the code is out there to make them. So basically, they're running rampant throughout the world.
So it was the end of Jurassic Park 3.
Yes, but better.
Okay.
The Monosaurus, the big water one, he's about ready to attack servers. Basically, the funny thing is
Is that
showed
how they got to the Meg?
Yep.
Yes.
That's how that became the Meg.
I forgot about that movie. But this one was funny because they showed all these, like it was like almost an after credit scene. It was actually the last 5 minutes of the film. They showed it in the trailer. And everybody was like, oh, yeah, they're going to go out into the real world in this film. No, it was just the last 5 minutes. So that was it. Not a good movie.
That could have been a Godzilla origin story.
Could have been. Comes out May 31st. I'm excited. I'll be there. Blake, what's number 2?
What was your number 2?
Jurassic World. Fallen Kingdom.
Hold on, let me look at my paper. I forgot a number 2.
All right. My number 2 is The Phantom Menace.
That's my number 1.
Oh.
Well done. Put it on the board.
Didn't like The Phantom Menace, but it did have the best scene from all the prequels. And that was towards the end, at least, of the movie.
Anakin flying into the Star Destroyer?
No.
Oh.
the I forget what they call that battle between...
Battle of...
The Gungalungans?
It was like
the Gungans. Yes, that was the best battle.
Something of Souls.
Yeah.
Or
Sure.
The Well of Souls.
Yeah, we're going with that. Between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan.
And Qui-Gon Jinn.
Good job. What's your number 1?
My number 1 is Titanic.
Because the boat sank.
The boat sank, stayed true to history, and Leo's character died.
Jack.
Rose.
Repeat 600 times.
Now die. I will never
now
let go.
Die.
I will never let go, and then immediately let go.
I missed that opportunity.
Yep. What's your number
1?
What's your number 1, Blake?
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is The Last Jedi.
Anyways, so
you like the end?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh. I'm about to say, I was expecting it.
Where's Andrew put this little bitch back in his place? Anyways, my number 1 is Phantom Menace. Honorable mention, Anaconda. Why? Because John Voight gets spit out and winks.
At the end?
Yes.
I do have an honorable mention.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Hold on. Revenge of the Sith.
No, I hated the end of that.
I like the battle.
I didn't.
I don't have a problem with that one.
That's what I say. You skip the first 2 and just get the last 30 minutes of Revenge of the Sith, and that's it.
I have no problem with that.
Save yourself 5 hours of pain.
The CGI for that is just so bad. Floating on the lava and jumping
like the
around.
lava?
I hated the lava. I'm like,
liquid magma.
This is so fake. It looks fake. This is faker than professional wrestling fake.
Hey.
Would you have preferred sharks with frickin' laser beams on top of their heads?
Yes.
Let's see here. We had some listener feedback.
We did?
We did. Some people actually responded.
Nisi
With full top,
NISEY.
full top 5 lists?
Some of them just one or two. But
A couple
you
coming to
go.
mind. Memento.
Uh-huh.
So I
No,
could
I-
finally stand what the hell was going on. And the Blair Witch. I was never so happy to see a person standing in a corner and credits roll. Well done.
I
done.
like Memento.
Kevin at Cincy Explorer, who made this.
Oh, does he have a full 5 list?
he does.
In no particular order. Howard
Nope. Wrong. It has to be in order.
Fine. Number 5, Howard the Duck. Number 4, Revenge of the Sith. Mustafar scene.
Revenge of the
Mustafar.
Sith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lava
There you
scene.
go.
Number 3.
Magma.
Oh, God. Rocky 5. Seeing Tommy Gunn get pulverized by Rocky.
Yeah, sure.
Number 2, Deep Impact. Hey! He's on
Ah.
Deep Impact with me. And number 1, Batman versus Superman. Seeing the Trinity on screen was damn cool. Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman.
Yeah.
The rest of the film suck.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. The rest
Whatever.
of them
Stork, Episodic Geek, says the credits after Valerian.
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 Sorry, Valerian. Hashtag still funny. It is.
How come we never hear from Peacock?
I don't know. She's trapped in a basement.
She
somewhere.
imaginary?
Maybe.
No, she did respond every once in a while and then realized, I don't like being on Twitter, so I'll do the Blake way of...
Hey, I agree with that.
Dev had number 5 blank, number 4 blank, number 3 blank, number 2 blank, number 1 Superman dies. Batman v Superman.
Wow. His list is similar to mine.
similar.
Brad at the cinema guys. Wouldn't the best ending to a horrible film be that the film finally ended? It's enough out of you, Brad.
He is a cinema guy. He should know.
So there you go. There's your top 5 this week. If you have a top 5 idea, send it on over. Don't forget you can also find us on Danger Entertainment Network, Tangent Bound Network, We Be Geeks PC every Wednesday. Also on nerdly.co.uk. Good day, Governor.
Hello, mate.
Wanka.
Bad idea of the week. Number 1013. Making a sequel to A Dog's Purpose.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something about booty inspecting.
Oh, that's a good idea. Booty. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets. There's a history, it's not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum. Titles for the show.
All right. I don't think I have a whole lot this
I got
week.
3.
Okay.
Booty inspector.
That's probably one I have. I've got Triple Threat.
Oh, I like Triple Threat.
I got She Used Her Teeth. I got Ack. A Pert Profile. and Bonafide Booty.
I like a Pert Profile.
Pert Profile.
We already got one. They don't eat teeth, about pigs. And Jeff's favorite inspiration, don't try. Just don't try.
Don't try.
I like the Pert Profile. Blake?
Yes.
A Pert Profile?
Okay.
Change approved.
A Pert Profile it is.
Roger says goodbye.
You've been listening to Hobie.